Hello there, World of Tankers, Tanks Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be doing something extra hot and spicy on the channel. Content you'd probably never expect to see me posting, you're going to be seeing here on today's video. So as you can see in my garage, we have the E100, one of the toughest tier 10 German super heavies in the game right now, boasting one of the highest average win rates. It's got super thick frontal armor, over 2,700 hit points. It's got a massive 640 damage gun. And tier 10 vehicles really struggle to fight this thing because it bounces shots and then it hits really hard. So let's see what happens when we played up against a tier 1 tank. Yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting video for today. Now, I did get this idea from the YouTuber called GG over 4 years ago. One of the most popular Blitz uploads ever, with over 1 million views, was posted where a tier 1, the T1 Cunningham, tried to kill the E100. And in that video, the verdict was, you really can't do it. Yes, you could jump on the E100 and not only kill yourself, but kill him with just the damage. But I felt, you know what, that's kind of cheating. I want to kill an E100 just by shooting it with a tier 1 tank, no cheats, no mods, no fall damage. That was the entire goal of me killing the E100. So without further ado, let's get straight into how it worked for me. Now, of course, if you do enjoy this type of content, please make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. About 3 hours of work went into this video. It took me a lot of training rooms, especially trying to control 2 different tablets at once, so please make sure to consider slapping that subscribe button down below, but let's get straight into it. So of course, one of the biggest issues I had right off the bat was penetration. Like, I'm using my Hoggo here, and it's got decent pen for a tier 1 vehicle, and, you know, I'm shooting at some of the weak spots you think that are pennable, like that hatch in the back, but yeah, there's nowhere. I thought maybe I could sneak a shot underneath the turret of the E100. Still no luck, and you can see it is completely red everywhere. There's no spots on the lower plate, there's no spots on the gun, the mantlet, so the first big issue is trying to damage the E100 in the first place. Of course, if I can't damage the vehicle, then what's the point of trying this? And one thing that Wargaming took away from most tier 1 vehicles, actually all of them, is premium rounds. All you have are standard AP shells. So the Hoggo here, all it has is around 40 millimeters of standard pen. You can see I even figured, you know what, I'll go above it. Maybe I can get some shots into the engine deck. No, there are literally no weak spots whatsoever on the entirety of the E100, which was quite impressive. So I did a little bit of background research, and I pulled up Armor Inspector, and I wanted to see how thick the grill of the E100 was. You can see I even wedged the E100 a little bit further back, and you still can't hit that engine deck. So I went onto Armor Inspector, and I went completely flat on the engine deck, and it is 45 millimeters thick. Now this gun here has 49 millimeters of pen, which means that theoretically, if you were able to get the E100 completely flat, you would be able to penetrate it right through that spot. So, of course, let's try it out. So I decided as well to pull out the M2 Light, because it's sitting at around 54 millimeters of penetration if you are running calibrated. I wedged my E100 right on the side of rocks on Normandy, and, well, you can see I am penning the E100. It's a miracle. I was freaking out at this point. I was like, what the heck? You can actually damage the E100 with a tier 1 vehicle. But then I realized, wait a second, it took me about 2.5 minutes to get this E100 into position. Now that I got him into position, I do have enough damage to take him out. I tried to pick a vehicle that had enough shells to actually take out the E100 entirety with its HP. But the issue is that I don't have enough damage per minute. I'm only sitting at around 400 DPM, and there's no way I'm going to be able to kill that E100 when there's only 4 minutes left on the clock. So I was like, oh no, back to phase 1. So now, after looking at all of the tier 1 vehicles in the game, their penetration values and the damage per minute, I deduced that, you know what, the penetration doesn't really matter. As we saw there, the E100 was pennable with 50 millimeters of AP pen, and this tank's got 49 with its standard, and I as well put on gun rammer instead of calibrated, and hopefully we will be able to penetrate the E100's frontal plate, or should I say the grill. Now, once that has been solved, then I have the issue of rushing into place to shoot him. You can see that I'm not only driving the Hoggo here, but I'm also driving the E100 at the same time. So I was using both touchscreen devices to get them both into position. I was just able to get the E100 right flat down there, able to penetrate my shells. You also see that I put him on my friendly team. That way I was able to get it really quickly in position, because I worked out that it would take me about 6.5 minutes of non-stop shooting to kill the E100 on my average damage. And, well, you can see I got that E100 there at about 6 minutes and 15 seconds, which means that, yeah, I'm cutting it extremely close on the time. I need to pen every single shell, or at least get a couple high rolls here to finish off the E100. And yeah, this was pretty much just 7 minutes of me spamming that fire button to make sure that these shots penetrated. So let's see what happened. Now we're below a minute now, at 50 seconds on the clock, and this is where I started to get quite a bit nervous, because this E100 still had quite a bit of hit points left, and now 170, and I was just praying that it would get those high rolls. I had that 50 damage max roll, and then a low roll. I was like, oh no, but we still got 35 seconds. With that 5-second reload, I think we can actually do it. So, as you can see, it is actually possible to kill a tier 10 German super heavy, the E100, with a tier 1 tank. Now that is truly crazy, and here we go, reloading, fire, boom, off with his head, and finished off the massive German Goliath. So there you go, setting history once and for all with Blitz, proving that you can actually kill a tier 10 German super heavy with a tier 1 vehicle. So once again, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did and you're new to the channel, please make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. It really does help out the channel. And of course, with the small wonderful community of Blitz, every subscriber helps a crazy amount. So once again, thank you guys for all sticking till the end of the video, or at least to you who did. Kudos to you, I guess. And you know what's real funny is you could probably make a bet and say, hey, you know what, I bet I could kill your E100 or some sort of tier 10 vehicle with this tier 1, and your friend would be like, no way, bet money on it or something like that, bet the battle pass. You'll win that bet, because that's just how stupid this is. That little dinky hoggo, a tier 1 light tank, was able to kill one of the deadliest German tier 10s in the game. But hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to share it to your friends. Tell them that, hey, you know what? You can kill a tier 10 vehicle with a tier 1. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please have a wonderful day out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay healthy. Yes, that was wonderful English to end my video off on. But stay happy, stay healthy, and hopefully I'll be seeing you around in the future.